Welcome to a Nerds Light channel quick take. This is your host, J. Rowe.
So,
Welcome. What's up, Crump?
come on, sir. How you living?
I'm good. I'm good. This is gonna be a quick take episode on the new release of X-Men '97, the continuation of the old X-Men the animated cartoon series in the '90s. Um, the first two episodes just released. Just we,
Watching both?
but before we get started, and before I even go through like the subscribe, all that stuff, did you want to do a spoiler free or did you want to go with spoilers?
It's funny. I was actually gonna ask you the same thing. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. But I'm not gonna lie, I do want to talk about it. I guess we could only talk about.
Let's do spoilers. We can do
All
spoilers.
right,
It's all good. Let's do
all
spoilers.
right,
All right.
all right.
Before we get started this conversation, don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel for any past, current, and future content. All right. What did you think overall of the first two episodes?
Overall, I thought it was good. Overall, I thought it was good. I had one small minor complaint, but other than that, overall, I thought it was pretty good.
We'll get to that
Yeah,
complaint later. So,
yeah.
story wise? What did you were you? It was it interesting.
I thought so. It drew me in. I, I I'm trying to say too much, but we did say spoiler, so spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Like the whole Magneto twist, I like it. And I
like you mean
forgot
like
like
him changing into a good guy?
yeah, like I not even so much him being a good guy specifically, but just him being the leader of the X-Men. Like, I mean, I don't really care if he does suddenly switch back to bad guy, but like for all I know, this could be one crazy plot for him to to really still be bad. I don't think that's the case, but it could be. It's not so much I want to see him as a good guy. I just think it's interesting to see him mingling with the X-Men in general and being the leader in
Yeah,
general. I think it's an interesting
I was
plot.
expecting more of a pushback.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised about it too, but I guess they felt like, well, this is Charles' wish, so we got to do it, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that too. Yeah,
I was telling one of my boys, man, I was pleasantly surprised in the first episode how Cyclops was basically just going. He was like that. This is the most action I've seen Cyclops do in the entire run of the show.
I agree with that.
He was over
I
there
agree with
doing
that.
martial arts moves, over there doing his blasts in like geometric ways. It was like kind of comic book reminiscent of him.
Yeah,
Oh snap! They're really beefing up Cyclops up compared to what they used to do.
yeah, yeah, it definitely did. Also, I mean, I'm not a huge comic book guy, so maybe this is, um, in line up with the comic, but I don't like how they like making him like not overpowered. Because that's not the word I'm looking for. Like the whole him blasting like himself away and stuff like that. To me, it felt a little. I don't say ridiculous. Like when they fell out of the plane and
Oh,
he
that was
stopped himself.
hot, man. That was hot. That was hot. I had to get that was hot, man. I was like, okay, Cyclops.
It was cool, but at the same time, I was like, oh, okay, Scott, like you ain't never did nothing like that before in your life.
He never done it before, but it was cool though. It came front.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm liking it.
It
Storyline,
was,
everything's I'm liking it. Yeah.
it was funny because I remember, like in the beginning, Storm and Cyclops were the only ones that were very like focused about the mission. Everybody
Yeah.
like chilling, having a good time,
Yeah.
and Cyclops was upset about that. Like, why aren't y'all doing anything? When we're together, like Notorious always chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
the Gavin was over there cooking. I was like, oh my God,
Chilling.
just chilling.
I
And even Rogue was over there.
say Rogue too. Yeah.
Yeah. And Rogue normally she's like follow the leader most of the time, but she was chilling.
Yeah.
I guess everything's different with the professor gone.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. True.
I enjoyed it too, man. I was super surprised. I was super impressed. And I was like pleasantly impressed because I was like, yo, like it's like we grew up, the show kind of grew up with it, grew up with us, and it picked up where it left off. You immediately know why you fall in love with these characters, and
Yeah.
I just enjoyed it, man. I will say I was shocked they took a comic book relationship the Magneto and Rogue relationship. That was a
Yeah.
in the comics
Uh, I didn't know
because
that.
because remember in the show she worked for the Brotherhood for a little bit. Remember?
Yeah, I forgot about that until
Yeah.
they kind of made a reference to it.
So
Yeah.
you knew she had to met Magneto when she worked with the Brotherhood.
Yeah. I always forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just never showed it on the show, but she worked with him. And
Yeah.
you knew it. I didn't know that. I didn't know they went that deep into it though. Yeah.
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 He touched her too. You saw he could touch her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it
You
was
know that's
crazy.
like ooh. You know her thing is always about yearning to be for somebody to be able to touch her and stuff.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Gambit, you can tell how jealous he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that? The twist in the end of the second episode with Jean.
I was mad. I mean, it was a great twist. I was just mad because I was like, "Dang, how you gonna leave me like this?" Like, so I was ready to watch the next episode, and I was mad because I wasn't gonna watch it at first. I was like, "Damn, I knew I shouldn't have watched this episode yet." But yeah, that was a crazy twist. Like, it definitely left me wanting more. So I'm ready for the next episode now. Yeah,
So
did you like that?
who do you think is the real Jean?
I don't even know. I want to say that I want to say the one in the house, but I don't know. Yeah,
I think the one
yeah,
you
I don't know.
saw. I think the one you just saw is the real Jean at the end.
You think so? Wow.
Yeah, because there's a I can't I don't want to go because I'll spoil the episode,
Mm.
but I can't spoil what I think can happen because I can give a prediction. I don't think I think well in the comics Cable is Cyclops and the clone of Jean Grey's son.
Mm. Well, I didn't know that.
So Sinister, you know, Sinister likes to create clones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's who he created a clone of Jean. I think
Wow.
that clone is the one that had the baby.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just surprised Wolverine never picked up on it because you would think he would pick up on it, like
Yeah.
with just you know how
Everything.
his senses are like crazy high.
Yeah.
I think he would be able to sniff it out, but he didn't
Yeah.
even sniff it out. That just show you how the heart blinded him because he was
That's
depressed and
crazy.
stuff. But no, I think it's a good twist. I'm very curious to see how they play it out.
Yeah. How do you feel about Storm?
Oh, about her losing her powers.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was shocked about that.
I was too.
That was a crazy plot. Just we all know she's gonna get her powers back.
Yeah. Right. But
I
it
just
needed to
don't know
happen
how
soon.
long it's gonna be though.
Right. Yeah. I was hurt by that too. The craziest part is I almost feel like I jinxed it because right before that happened, I was saying like, y'all really love how they giving like Storm like I feel like her just due. Like I could be wrong because I mean I watched the throwback cartoon back in the '90s or whatever. I was
Yeah.
young then, but I don't remember them ever really giving her like justice because like Storm is up there. Like she was like what level 5 or something like that, like mutant or whatever.
Omega
Like
level, yeah.
yeah, but
Even the Sentinel said it on the episode.
yeah
Omega
they did
level
yeah.
threat, yeah. And
But
she was walking
I
like
feel
a
like
boss, throwing,
right.
yeah.
So like just that first episode alone, I was like, "Damn, Storm is doing work." And then the second episode, she continued it with the
Hmm.
like the courtroom scene or whatever. I was like, "Man,
Yeah.
they really finally giving her justice." Like Storm is like top tier. And then right when I was thinking that, that's when she lost it, and I was like, "Dang, like that's crazy." Like so I was hurt by that, but well,
I
like
think
you
she's
said,
gonna get it back. Let's
she'll
do
get
a
it back.
prediction. How long? Because it's 10 episodes for this season. So we saw the first two. How long do you think it'll take for her to get her powers back?
That's tough. I want to say maybe episode. I'm gonna say 6. It'd be crazy if it did 10. Like she came back in like the final
I'm
episode, or
thinking eight
like
or nine.
yeah, well,
I'm thinking 8 or 9.
that would be dope. Yeah, if it was like 8 or 9, I think that'd be dope. 10, if it's 10, I think I'd be pissed because I mean that means she missed out on the entire season. But
Hmm.
if it was like 8, I think I'd be cool with that.
I think Gambit might lead the team for a little
Think
bit.
so because
For
the
a
whole
little bit.
Magneto thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna lead the team for a little bit.
I
because
hope not.
he know he's upset about that rogue
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
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 I think it's gonna that. I think he'll come back, and I think they'll reconcile him and Rogue, Gambit and Rogue.
yeah. I hope they do more with Morph.
Oh, he
Um,
was a surprise. The way he was
yeah,
fighting the second episode. I was
yeah.
like, yo,
It was
I was
dope.
like, Morph is legit
Yeah,
because he was
yeah,
transforming into all the different mutants and
yeah. I
doing
thought that was dope.
moves and stuff. I was like, oh,
Yeah. And even the
okay,
playing scene with him turning to Archangel. What's funny is I had looked down for a second. I looked up and I saw Archangel. I was like, hold on, where'd he come from? Because I didn't see the transformation
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
had to rewind because I was like, where did he come from? And I rewinded and I was like, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, he was putting that word. I was like, he legit now. He official in my book now. I like more.
yeah.
I do hope that they do more with him though. Although I think it's really cool that he's transforming into the other mutants. I think that's really dope.
I think
But
they do more with him because remember, Sinister is the main villain of the season.
hmm,
So obviously, you
yeah.
remember what happened with him in the old show with Sinister.
I actually don't remember what happened.
Oh, well, remember he quote unquote died on the first mission of the whole show. And Sinister brought him back to
Oh,
life and put something in his head that made him go crazy and he was a villain.
yeah, I forgot that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that. Wow. I don't know. I really hope they utilize him more
Yeah.
than just him turning into other
Other
mutants. Like I hope he really starts doing like things like covert missions and stuff like that. Like, you know, like transforming to other people to get by security and stuff like that. Just to make him more of an intricate part
well, we
of the
gotta see what
plot.
these
Like,
next episodes are gonna be about. But yeah,
right.
like I'm looking forward to the direction of the show. And you know it's already
Yeah.
got renewed for a second season, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Good. Good.
Yeah, they got an additional. I think they can milk this show for an additional 2 more seasons after season 2.
I think so too. Cause I like it.
Yeah.
My only I said it.
What was your complaint?
I was gonna say my only gripe with this show is, and I get it. So I realize people probably gonna watch this and be like, well, that was the whole point because I get the whole point of the show was to kind of revive the old, you know, the old show that we all know and love. But I kind of wish they had, I don't know, modernized it a little bit more, like in terms of like the movement and the way they move and fight. I kind of wish it was a little more fast paced. And same thing with the dialogue. I feel like some of the dialogue too feels like it's a little like 90s feel, like kind of slow talking like 90s. I kind of wish they had modernized that a little bit too. But I get it, they're trying to, you know, bring back that nostalgia like feeling. So I mean I'm not mad at it, but I do kind of wish it felt a little bit more modern.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, like I think Invincible is a good comparison. Did you see Invincible? You,
Yeah, I
Invincible?
love Invincible. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I think it's a good example of they kind of had that old school kind of feel like as far as the way that they're drawn, whatever. But the fight scenes and the dialogue feels like a modern cartoon. And I was kind of hoping they would do that with this one, but I feel like they kind of missed it with that one. But I'm not too mad about it because again, I get that they're trying to bring back that nostalgic feel of the '90s, so I get it. But I was
Also, have to
afraid that was
understand too. It's in that timeline. That's one thing you have
yeah,
to like. I think it's a miss. Even though we're in 2024, they're still in the 90s.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. So yeah, I'm not too mad at it, and I like the show. Like when I watched episode 1, I was a little nervous that I was like, I don't know if I keep watching it. If this is the animation style or the way they're gonna keep talking. But after episode 2, I'm like, okay, no, I'm invested. So it's not enough to stop me from watching it. So I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the season.
And then you
Yeah,
also got to keep in mind too, man. Like the old show, the animation for the old show was not like that the best. It wasn't the best. It was very
yeah,
inconsistent.
yeah,
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at
yeah,
the animation.
yeah.
As
That's a
long
good point too.
as
Yeah,
long as it looks good, which it does, and I think that it's drawn well and it's consistent.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah.
you want to add before we close it out?
Nah, just like I said, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I was a little nervous after that first episode because, like I said, the gripes I had, but after episode 2, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm invested. I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the season, and I will be tuning in.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what we're gonna do, people, is we're gonna do a mid-season review, and then in that mid-season review, we'll be able to give our predictions.
yeah, I like that.
But I hope everybody's got a chance to tune into this. Don't forget X-Men. If you haven't, X-Men 97 is available right now on Disney Plus. Please check it out. It's a really good TV show. If you watch the old cartoon or if you're interested in a new comic book series, don't hesitate to watch this show. This show is really good. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel for any past, current, and future content. We're out.